Hello, welcome back to the 31 Films Challenge. I am the Geordie Geek. This is day 16. I'm just going to go straight off the bat and just clear up any possible confusion there might have been. I've changed the way I title these vlogs, basically so it makes a bit more sense. What the ones for the first 2 weeks have been are basically, the title is the film that I'm going to watch on that night. But I thought it would probably make a bit more sense to have the title of the film that I was talking about watching. So, like my film review. Hence, yesterday's was Evil Dead, because I was talking about watching the Evil Dead. So, I highly doubt anyone actually realised any difference in what it was. So, just thought I'd clear it up anyway. So yeah, last night I said I was going to be torn between two films, being the sequel to White Noise and Final Destination, and I ended up choosing Final Destination. It's a film that I've always enjoyed. I think the original story of Final Destination, I think it came out in 2000, so I was about 12 or 13 at the time. I didn't see it at the pictures because my parents wanted to see it, and they wanted to go with my neighbours who are our friends, so the four of them went to see it, and they've got two kids as well. One of them has just got married, a couple of months older than me, and the daughter is, I think, 2 years younger? I don't know, don't quote us on that, anyone, please don't. So the four of them went to see Final Destination at the pictures, and they sent us off to watch, I believe it was Fantasia 2000. So not quite the same type of film that we went to see, so we kind of just sat there, a bit boring, but it was a landmark occasion because my dad's terrible at watching scary movies, so to get him into the cinema to see a Final Destination film was pretty impressive on my account, so I let it slide a bit. But yeah, the film itself, it was a really cool premise when it came out at the time. Still a cool premise now. That's obviously why they've done about 42 sequels to it. Don't quote us on that number either. I think it's like 6 or something. But you know you're getting into bad territory when one of them is called The Final Destination. I think it's just why? Because you're getting embarrassed at the amount of numbers that you've got to put after it. I think the same thing happened with Fast and Furious. Because it was it The Fast and Furious? And then the other one was Fast and Furious. So, yeah. But yeah, really fun. Well, not fun. It's an awesome film. The premise was good. That first dream sequence that he has when he sees the spoilers plane crash was really cool. It was a bit of an intense scene, and then obviously when it goes back to him on the plane and he's sitting there knowing what's happening, it's like, so that's pretty cool. Like all the effects and stuff in that were pretty awesome too. Like I said, it was really intense. And then just like the premise behind it about death going back and basically trying to catch up with the people that escaped it, the whole system, was really cool. I think some of the ways the characters died were pretty awesome. I know one of the main jump scares in the film is the girl that gets hit by the bus, which of course has been done in loads of other films now, just a really quick shock. But it was, I don't know if it was the first time it was ever done. Someone will probably be able to tell us, but it seems like it was. So it really shook a lot of people the first time they seen it, like proper jump scare. But I think as well, most of the deaths were like pretty inventive without being too stupid. Because I mean, off the back of this first film, I watched the second one, which was good again, and that added another little twist to the system. Plus Ali Lotta was back in it, so there you go. But some of the ones after that, like the deaths became really elaborate and way too far-fetched, to be honest. But I think most of them in this film seem viable in the vaguest sense that I could say about the film being viable in any way. But so I mean, they didn't take you out of the film. It wasn't like, really? So that's really good. again, yeah, it's just a film that I've always really liked. It doesn't terrify us or anything, so I'm still lagging behind on the scares. But you know, it's got a skull on the front of the DVD, and people die. So horror, yeah. Um, so yeah, really good film. I'm probably going to give it a 8.5. No, I'm not. That's too high. No, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I realise as well on the past few films I've stopped actually rating them because I don't really think it makes much of a difference. But there's my rating for that one anyway. I think tonight. See, I've still got White Noise 2 as an option, but I think tonight what I'm going to do, I've got a delivery of comics just came in today that I've got to get through as well. I might be doing a blog about another film I've watched, not a scary film. It's a film called The Way Back, which is really good. So I want to try and get a blog out at some point about that. Don't be surprised if it's not up tonight, because I've got a habit of getting into a mindset when I want to do a load of things and then not actually do any of them because I wind up doing something else. But the intention's there. But yeah, I think tonight what I'm going to do, after I've had other stuff sorted, I'm going to watch Deathwatch, which is a horror film set in war trenches, basically. Bit spooky. I've watched it once before, but my mind was kind of not fully in it. So, from what I remember of it, it was really cool and creepy and intense. So, that should hopefully be another good one. Again, if you want to get involved, I'm on Twitter. I'm at Dixon10. That's Dixon with an X. But you can tell from this channel anyway, because this is Dixon10 the channel. So use the hashtag 31films. You can go on my blog, which is thegeordiegeek.wordpress.com. But all of this again in the description. If you like the videos, please like it. If you've liked all the other stuff I've done as well, subscribe to the channel, share it out with other friends as well via Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, whatever you use. Is Bebo still a thing? I don't know. So yeah, get sharing, get involved, comment away, and then I guess I'll see you again tomorrow.